Welcome back to the Mayfield podcast, the podcast by mates for mates. I'm Jackson and I'm joined with Chip, memory loss McGrath, and Jordan, I've got nothing left in me, Cox. This is a fucking stacked episode. We had a massive weekend and we got two fucking awesome topics.
Yeah. Fuck, dude, what a weekend.
Massive weekend.
What a time with good mates.
But my head noise now is like through the roof.
Yeah, we're filming this on a Sunday, work tomorrow. We're in the absolute wars as well.
But we'll get it done for you.
Yeah.
There's
For
not
you.
many times where after like a little bit of a bender, I wish there was another day. But this weekend was that fucking good.
Yeah.
I'm praying for another day.
I'm praying for another day.
I'm
for sure.
thinking, when's the next time we can do what we did this weekend?
Yeah, hopefully
and
for,
feel all right about it.
hopefully for all our like health. Hopefully fucking not for a while.
Yeah, agreed.
Shit, what made him broke up?
Yeah, so what broke me this week, boys, was so I was watching YouTube the other day and I had, you know how you normally get like 30-second ads and you can skip them after 5 seconds?
Yep.
I watched 90 seconds worth of fucking ads and couldn't skip it once.
What is up with that? Have you seen that, Jacko?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
90
like
seconds unskippable ads now on YouTube.
And
That is
I got
shocking.
halfway through it and I don't even watch YouTube anymore. It's just that shit.
I'm glad you brought that up because that happened to me like yesterday as well. And I was thinking, when the fuck is this going to end? But it wasn't just like one 30-second ad. It was like multiple ones in
Yeah.
every 30-second time
Yeah.
period. And I'm like, how much money
Yeah.
are they fucking getting from
Yeah,
advertising?
it's a joke. man.
We genuinely used to complain about a 30-second unskippable.
Yeah, and then
90 seconds. They times it by
and
3.
then they brought out, you know how you get like 2 ads in one?
Yeah.
And now apparently you can fit fucking 4 of them.
Yeah.
They're going like more ads. Like if the fucking YouTube video is 10 minutes long, like best believe 7 minutes will be ads.
Do you know, they must just be doing it because they want to plug their YouTube subscriptions.
Oh, the YouTube premium.
Like
Yeah.
con everyone into buying it so then you don't
That's
have
what I
ads.
reckon they're doing. I reckon that's their
I
plan.
reckon we go to YouTube headquarters and just set it on fire.
Dad sits there and reckons YouTube Premium has changed his life because he like just drinks beers and watches it till like the late hours of the night, and he thinks it's like the best time ever.
Yeah. I've actually got one more thing that broke me. So on Saturday morning, obviously we had a party at mine Friday, and I woke up again. This is the second time it's fucking happened to the neighbour in my yard going, "Hey, anyone up? Anyone up?" So one of the boys the night before parked in front of his driveway.
Which is so us as well.
So I couldn't find his keys. We looked for like an hour. Then he answered his phone. He had his keys.
Yeah.
So we had to go to Maroochydore, pick up his keys, bring him back, get him to move. And it was like the worst way. And I was feeling pretty under the weather.
Yeah.
And I had to drive an hour. It was like an hour trip. And then I had to drop a speaker in Pelican Waters. Like, honestly, it was the worst start to my Saturday that could have been.
I'd like shout out to the bloke, good bloke, but it really does take a special sort of somebody to fucking park in front of a garage sober too. Like it's not like he was drink driving and he's like, oh, I'm going to do the right thing and pull over here. He was sober when he rocked up and he went, yeah, I mean, I'm not really ready for a walk to the house yet.
How pissed off would you be if you're like looking to get your boat out? Because he was trying to get his boat out, wasn't
Yeah.
he?
Yeah.
Imagine that a Saturday, you like got your whole day planned, taking the boat out, and then some dickhead's parked in front of your driveway.
I wonder, like, because he's actually a really good neighbour. So I'm wondering, like, if he wanted to get out like 5 a.m. and he knocked at my door at like 7:30 or something, was he like just being a good neighbour and waiting for 2 hours before he went out?
That's
that's
'cause
even worse.
It fucked up my Saturday, but that probably ruined his entire weekend. And then what made me is I was going to TAFE, and it's like, so we have to drive so early in the morning. So I wake up at 4, get on the road by 5 to head down there. At 5:30 in the morning, I'm driving and I'm looking at the side of the road like, what the fuck's going on? And there's a crackhead ripping a pot plant out of the ground to like steal it. He's like ripped a pot plant out of the ground to steal it and take it home.
On the highway.
Yeah. Like, oh no, it was like coming onto the highway.
Yeah.
Like he pulled over, ripping this fucking plant out. And I just thought it was the funniest thing in the world. Like, how low do you have to be, like, to steal a plant from a council? Like, just go get a fucking plant, mate. They're like $3.
You'd be surprised how many people do that though. Like just poach flowers and shit from other people's gardens.
Like, ripping out a plant with all its roots. Really? Like, Ted said, just chuck it in the boot like you've done nothing. Are you kidding me?
Play on.
Through the week?
That's cracker. I love it. What broke me this week was I got a parking fine because I parked in my car in a place that said free parking for 2 days. And I was away, so I parked there. Turns out I parked in the one car park to the right from where that starts. And I parked in a bay that was no parking unless you had a trailer. And yeah, I got a $150 fine. And then on the way home from there as well, for those, do you know Cleveland in Brizzy?
Yeah.
So there's a place in Brizzy, and every fucking 100 meters the speed limit changes. It goes 40, 60, 80, 70. Like literally every 100 meters.
They're trying to milk fines there.
Yeah. I'm going 70 because it just changed to a 70. Next minute, speed van. Next to it's a sign with a 60. Get done.
You got done, really?
Well, I'm waiting for it to come.
Yeah.
I saw the speed van, but it was too late. I just rocked it. Just kept going at 70.
But and they say they don't try to make money. Like, yeah, cry me a river, mate.
Yeah.
Are you serious? Like, when you change your speed, you're like, there's a road work and you got a van there. Like, get fucked.
literally.
You know what's even worse? So there was 60 zone, not even 100 meters after that, like 50 meters after that, changed back to 70.
Yeah.
Like, I just got absolutely stitched up.
The fines are brutal as well. Like, they're expensive. Like, I went through a red light camera like probably a year ago now, and I was like holding on by a thread. It's the most like obvious red light camera where we live.
Yeah.
And I was going to work like holding on by a thread, like hardly awake. And next minute I drive through a red light, and I was like, fuck. And I see a lightning flash, and I look up at the sky, and it's blue skies. And I'm like, oh no, what the fuck have I done? $450 later with 3 demerit points.
Yeah.
See, I
it's
feel like a
joke.
red light that's so on you though.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah, but
So
they
weird.
wouldn't have got like anything out of that light for like years and years. They've seen it come through and just gone, who the fuck fell for
Who
that?
the fuck is Jackson Russell?
They saw a workmate and gone, oh yeah, a plumber's fallen for this for sure.
And and what made me was obviously just this weekend. Chip had a house party on Friday night, public holiday too, and then Hottest 100 yesterday. So just
Fuck,
a good
it was a good weekend.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
a good weekend.
Yeah.
Just sitting around a pool,
Drinking piss.
drinking piss while in an inflatable donut. Like, there's actually nothing better.
and like the fact that society on this weekend makes you feel alright about yourself. Like,
Yeah.
you're a bad person if you're not drinking on this weekend.
yeah,
sort of thing.
literally.
It's my favourite weekend.
Yeah, it's got to be up there.
100%.
It's really got to be up there. What broke me this week, it's a little bit of a funny one. I was filling up at 7-Eleven the other day, and I'm trying to pump my car, and I was transferring money across so I could pay when I got to the register, and the pump just stops working. I'm like, what the fuck? So I put it down, I put it back in, it starts working again. Suddenly, stops working. I look up, and the bloke at the cashier, it's a little Indian man's looking at me, and he's wiggling his finger going, no, no, no. I'm like, what? And he's like, you can't be on your phone. Walks outside, you can't be on your phone while you're pumping fuel. And there was like 3 other cars, and they're like all looking at me, old people as well, shaking their head. And I felt like the biggest clown because apparently it's unsafe to be on your phone.
It's well known that though.
Are you serious?
That's like saying you can't. I was smoking a cigarette while
That's
filling up my
different.
car.
That's different. That's different.
Are you serious?
Did you not know about that?
Always on my phone when I pump.
So when you get the Cellular X, look around and look at the 40 fucking signs that
Yeah,
say
there's
don't go on your phone.
really?
signs everywhere that say you can't be on your phone. When you fill it up.
Wait, that's sort of on me then, I
Yeah.
suppose.
It's just like the red light camera.
That one's just a more about one like so you're like paying attention. Like it won't do anything.
Yeah.
But like the cigarettes are a little bit different, you know. If you've got a fucking petrol car and you light it with a cigarette, yeah, this shit's gonna blow up.
You'll be in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, so is it just a distraction thing? Is it?
Yeah, but it's like, you know, you can leave your car on, mate. Like they tell you to turn it off, but it doesn't do anything if you leave your car running.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
pump, full of fuel.
Yeah, I felt like pretty upset when that happened. I thought he was just like being a cock, like power moving me, but apparently not.
Yeah.
And yeah, sort of on top of what Coxie said, what made me was the weekend. So like Chip, house party, right, you get the deal. Should we touch on like the notable things that happened at the house party?
Yeah, right. So we organised this party like a week before it was happening. And obviously the good thing to do is tell your neighbours like, hey, you're having a party, like slip someone in their like mailbox, just letting them know like if you get there's too much noise, it'll be going off around 12. Let's contact us, don't call the cops.
Yeah.
So we meant to do a note all fucking week. I was going to do one at work, print it off, bring it in, forgot to do that. So it's got to the day of the party.
And then Chip realised he can't write or spell.
Yeah. And we're like, shit, we got to tell the neighbours, eh? And we left it until about 4 hours before. Obviously, being a public holiday, no one's fucking home. So I go to all the neighbours. Not one person answers their door. There's one house left, had someone in it. And I was like, you know what? I've done 6 fucking houses and no one answered. What's the point anymore? So none of our neighbours knew. We got a noise complaint. They actually called one of our roommates, didn't rock up. But the weird thing was when she was like, oh, we got a noise complaint, for some reason in my head, I'm not a smart person, never claimed to be, but she told me and I turned the fucking music up.
He literally did turn it up.
I turned it up. Are you taking the piss? Seriously, like, I'm dumb. Don't get me wrong, but that's a new level of dumb.
Apparently, Chip's housemate told me when we rocked up there the next day that Chip was the last one standing in his own lounge room, and she woke up to him playing techno softly on the big Bluetooth speaker, and he was catching some Z's on the couch.
Yeah. Every single day, we always ended up back at my house, and I woke up on the couch.
Yeah.
Didn't sleep in my bed. More people were sleeping in my bed than I fucking was. It was a joke, but it's all my fucking fault, to be honest. But yeah, that's the start of it. Obviously, it was a good night. I actually don't remember much else.
It's a little bit of a blur.
Yeah, a little bit. I didn't even know cops could just call you. And
Neither.
tell you.
No.
Like, they literally just call and going, "Hey, you having that party? Yeah. Shut the fuck up." Like, that's how it went.
Which honestly works in my favour, because
Yeah,
if they
so
were to
much
rock,
better
if
than
they were to
turning
rock up and see me, they would have gone, "Nah, shut this shit down.
Yeah.
Shut
You know
it down
what?
now."
I'm just glad they called Ash, your roommate, rather than calling Chip, because Chip would have been like, "Oh yeah, what are you gonna fucking do about it?" And then been like, "You hear this? Oops, it's louder."
Yeah, nah. Thank God they didn't call me,
Grateful
man.
for that one. Another thing that I sort of want to bring up that I saw on Instagram.
Chip would have thought it was a plug.
What does that even mean, dude? Cut that out.
Sorry.
Chip would have been like sick. Sort of along the lines of that as well. I saw something on Instagram the other day that a bloke was fined, like, I think it was up like near 100,000 euros for calling a fake bomb threat on an airline. Have you seen that?
Yes.
And you know how they got this fake bomb threat? He made a joke sending to his friends privately on Snapchat that he, quote unquote, was, "I'm about to board the plane. I'm going to blow it up. I'm a member of the Taliban." The UN embassy had tapped into his phone, saw the message, and a fighter pilot jet was next to the plane on the whole ride because of this threat.
You know the amount of shit I've texted someone, like, jokes about that before I go on the plane?
I've done...
Like, I mean,
I've
no.
done...
No, we haven't. But
look, saying I know someone that did, all right? He could have been in a lot of trouble, all right? A lot of trouble.
I've texted far worse things like that, hypothetically though. Hypothetically.
Allegedly.
But I just think that's crazy. Like, for example, the cops have obviously pulled up the noise complaint from where you lived.
Yeah, how
and
did
then
they even do that?
Linked the numbers to your house.
Yeah.
And like, that was a fucking Snapchat message.
We live in a world where you can't get away with fucking anything.
But like, imagine what else we send to each other. We send some things to each other on Snapchat. Imagine if someone's tapping into us.
Right, or if anyone's listening, you're some evil fuck and you're gathering info on us, just leave me out of it. Leave me so out of it.
But don't you reckon that like is crazy?
That's
'Cause
pretty crazy.
If they can pull that up, like, what's stopping them from like actively going after, like, for example, sex trafficking or like drug dealers and shit
It's
like
'cause
that? Like,
apparently they choose to deal with the wrong shit.
like
Dude,
what
the amount
fuck?
of people that you find on Snapchat that are like actively dealing drugs.
Yeah.
That like, how are the cops not catching on to these things? Do they just not care? Do they just let it run until it's really big and then they catch a bigger case? Or
Yeah,
I don't know.
I just thought that was so interesting.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's... Wait, in other news, Beefy's Aussie World.
Oh,
You hear about that?
yes. Have you seen
So
that?
there's a Facebook post that went around and this lady didn't feel like a pie, so she ordered a salad. There's a fucking rat in it.
Yeah.
There's a rat in a
First off,
salad.
ordering a salad from Beefy's is probably criminal.
Yeah,
And then there was
yeah.
like a half-cooked rat in the salad. And it's going around
the
everywhere.
fuck?
Yeah, so Beefy's is cancelled.
Look, I've been to that Beefy's a couple times and I'm thinking, shit, that chunky steak, was it steak? Was it steak or was that the right thigh of a rat?
All I know is we lost a massive member to society today. Remy from Ratatouille. cooked up in a salad.
Legit.
Today we lost a real one.
Of all ways to die, you tossed in a salad and not even properly cooked, you're half cooked.
That's fun. I've got a little question. Something that I found. I forget where I found it, but made me think a fair bit. I want to see what yous would do.
We don't have to think for this question, do we?
No, it's not. It's a
Sweet
50-50 sort of thing. So, would you rather have 100K right now, cash, or flip a coin for the chance of having 5 million? 100K, 100%, it's yours. 50-50 chance of getting 5
You
million.
know
Flip a
what?
coin.
With my history of luck,
Yeah.
there's zero chance that we're flipping that fucking coin.
Really?
Look, I'm normally the one that makes the wrong decision. So that was my first thought. Yeah, flip the coin. So now I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to take the 100K, invest it in some good stocks known to pay well over a long space of time. And there you go. I'll have that 10 million by the time I'm 50 when I need it. Travel the world. Yeah.
So
game over.
My luck as well. I know for a fact I'd flip a coin and I wouldn't get it.
You know my luck? So I flip a coin, I don't get it. They ask the person to my right. No, sorry, I say, no, I'll take the 100K. Then they ask another person and he gets it with heads, which was what I was going to choose. That's my sort of fucking luck.
I think I'd definitely flip the coin. 100K doesn't really get you that far now unless you're like very fucking smart with it.
That's fair though as well.
Flipping a coin, like 100K is not going to change your life in that moment. 5 mil will.
100K
so I'd
is a
flip
lot
a
of
coin
coin.
for sure.
And I guess if you flip a coin and you lose, you're in the same position as you were anyway.
Yeah, literally.
So that's kind of
100K.
But then 100K guaranteed.
I get 100K. I call dear old mum up and go, what should I do with this money? And there you go, 10 million.
So
time.
Because of that,
There can't be a right answer.
what you would flip a coin?
I'd flip a coin.
Well, I've got a little thing here. We'll flip a coin.
Yeah.
We'll see what you get. So what would you pick, heads or tails?
Tails.
All right, ready? Tails, you got
That's
it.
5 mil, baby.
Oh my God.
5 mil. What
5
about-
mil, I'll marry
Chip,
you first date.
Yeah, Chip, what would you go?
Heads, 100%.
Heads, ready? Right. Tails. exactly what you thought. All right,
what I said.
I'm going heads as well.
Oh,
Heads.
my
Oh,
Are you fucking...
Chip's still a broke bitch.
I
That actually
can't-
makes me so much happier.
I'm at risk just breathing air at the moment. Eh?
Tip, I'll buy you a beer because I just won 5 mil.
Don't lie.
Wait,
Don't lie.
Jacko's the type of dude to get 5 mil, but hey man, can you still transfer me for that beer I got you that Uber? Yeah. All right, we got a massive episode planned. We're on fire as well. So
I didn't like that question.
Fucking no.
Fuck you.
stick around, it'll be a good one.
All right, now we're back with our shameless plug. So we normally go pretty angry at this one, but we're just going to come and say, like, it helps us so much. It helps us so much. And please rate the podcast 5 stars.
Yeah, follow the podcast. Heaps of years of following it now, which is really good. And just press the 5 stars. It helps us out heaps, gets us charting.
The only damage it
Makes more
does,
people listen.
the only damage it does is like our egos.
Yeah.
Like our heads are getting pretty big, and when you're like, it's for a good cause, especially Coxie's like, his head couldn't get any fucking bigger. But yeah, it just helps us out so much, and we really appreciate it.
And if you follow it, you'll never miss an episode. We've also got a hotline on the works, which the number is in our Instagram bio. Is that correct?
Yes,
It is.
It is. So yeah, head on our Instagram. You'll see our hotline there. Give it a call. Like what we said last week, you got any stories, anything from the weekend as well, Hottest 100, all those celebrations, share those stories on that hotline.
And just keep them like somewhat like, not PG, MA.
You can go MA15.
Not for fuck's sake.
Yeah, MA15 plus. Make sure it's nothing that could cancel you. You got to be careful for that.
And then if you want, we're going to say it with your name. So if you don't want your name in it, just say, hey, can this please come anonymously?
If you want to let us know that you're like a repeat caller, give yourself a nickname.
Yeah.
Okay?
The nickname will be good.
Like Junkie Jim.
Yeah. Yeah, literally. Anything.
Yeah, but anyway, do that. Follow the podcast. Just plug this hotline. Just get it done.
I'm going to start calling this stuff
Because
when I'm drunk, eh?
once we get enough calls every weekend, we're going to release 2 episodes a week.
Yeah.
So it's on you. We're ready to pump out content at the drop of a fucking finger.
Yeah, and also thanks to everyone last week who reposted the podcast on their Instagram story. There was heaps of you that did it. If you just could keep doing that every time you enjoy the episode or something like that, especially this one, it's going to get really good. Pop it on your Instagram story. It really helps us out.
That's quite literally the best thing you can do. Share it to a mate.
Yeah, doing that.
It's
Commenting
like
on their
referring
videos,
your friend.
anything like that.
We get big enough, there'll be a $5,000 bonus fee as well.
Yeah, we're doing a giveaway at the moment. So a lucky person who reshares the podcast is going to get $5,000 transferred to their account. If you guys want to be entered into that giveaway, just make sure you share our podcast and rate it 5
It's through
stars.
Pay ID.
And you have to make sure that you have the podcast rated 5 stars and post notifications on as well. So.
And if you're a direct link to us hitting 100K, there's a special bonus for you.
Yeah, as well.
Coxie's
Yeah.
involved.
All right, thank you.
All right, so we put a question up And our audience at the moment is pretty 50-50. So we're doing this one for the ladies. And we put a question on our story, and it was, ladies, what's something that you've always wanted to ask a guy? So a bit of insight into how our brains work a little bit.
What better three blokes to ask as well? Like, you're going to get intelligent, sensible answers only.
Yeah. So it's from like relationship or personal or just, I don't know. Any sort of random question we've got here.
To be fair, we'll tell you the truth.
Yeah, 100%. You're always going to get the truth.
Unless it's going to fuck us over, then we'll just lie our head off.
Then we'll lie and just wink at the camera if you're watching on YouTube. But, all right, where should we start here? So someone asked, do you think guys should stop following porn stars on Instagrams when they get in a relationship?
I just feel like it's weird following porn stars generally.
Yeah,
I'm backing that.
Like, bro, like, yeah, fine enough typing up on the hub, but like, you don't have to follow them on Instagram.
I don't understand that. I've never like followed like influencers or any of that like sort of thing. Because like, let's be honest, if you're just a normal male, you don't have a fucking chance ever with those chicks. And like,
seeing
that sort of shit is just going to make your expectation unrealistic.
Yeah. That's exactly. It makes you always seek better as well. Like, that's what social media is so bad for.
Yeah. I don't understand it. I feel like if you've got a male, if you've got a partner and he's still following like Mia Khalifa on fucking Instagram.
Mia Khalifa's a funny one.
He's got, true. Bad example. But
if you're following like a Bella Danger and shit like that, like, you got problems.
At the end of the day, it's just weird, I reckon.
Yeah. Like, I think it's like a maturity thing as well.
And if your partner's upset about it, it's weird that you still follow them.
If you're like arguing that it's okay, then you like seriously go see a doctor.
Like, if you do it and then they bring it up and then you got to argue to like be like, no, like it's not even bad. Just unfollow them. Like, it's fucking weird.
Completely
that you're trying to argue with it. What about this one? So someone asked, how do I know if a guy is into me? Is it just sex or not? We've hung out 3 times, but don't talk during the week.
Oh my God.
All right. Not to be the bearer of bad news, but how about you open your fucking eyes respectfully? You've literally, you can tell in that sentence he's not into you. There's only one thing he wants.
I want to hope that like these texts as well didn't come at 3 a.m. because then it's very bad.
If you're hanging out and you're only having sex and that's it, I mean, it's pretty obvious. But if you're hanging out and there's like good conversation, I don't know.
And then he's a genius. Like, no matter what, if he's not seeing you through the week, like he's not. He just wants to fuck you.
Yeah.
If he's messaging you on Fridays and Saturdays, it's probably easy to connect the dots.
Or Sundays and Wednesdays. That's when it matters the most.
Sundays and Wednesdays.
That's when it matters the most. That's the scariest days of the fucking week.
But also maybe if like after sex, if he's just leaving straight away as well. If the conversation then ends.
If he finishes and puts his socks on and his shoes, all right.
Yeah, I feel like just as if someone's making like little conscious efforts with the smaller things, it shows that they're into you. Like if they're asking you to like a brunch, where you're not really going to end up being in the same bed that day. Like,
if you're hanging out in situations where it's not going to put you in that scenario, where you could have sex,
but like,
then maybe it's a bit different.
Say if he's still doing like nice things, but it, like the relationship like doesn't develop or anything, he's just a fucking genius, all right? He's not. He's just playing you and like get rid of him.
sorry to that one. But
I'm sure you're a lovely lady.
Yeah. What about this one? If you're a girl for a day, what would you do?
Finger myself. Dude, you two can't sit here and say you would do the same thing.
I'd definitely experiment.
It'd be the first thing I'd do.
Chip would wake up and be like fucking oath and get straight into it.
But like, come on.
Oh my God.
No, but like, ask any bloke in the world, they're not going to be like, no, I'd see how my hair goes in the wind. No, every single bloke would go, yeah, I'd go to my room.
And bath myself.
No, you know what I do? You know what I do?
What?
The first thing I would do is actually find the fucking clit. Alright? And I'd remember it for the rest of my life.
Wait, Chip, would you take it as far as like going after a bit of dick? Like,
no, that's a bit weird.
Do you know what I do? I'd go to one of my mates who's been struggling in the dumps and I'd help a brother out.
But is it a thing like, if it's a thing like, you know, you're going to be like, come back as a bloke. But like, no, you're not going to let someone fuck you. Like, no chance.
No one knows.
Yeah, but you still like in a bloke's mind the next day, and you go, "Dude, I just got my back blown out yesterday." Like, no way. But like you do it to your mate. You look at him the next day like, "Oh, he did me good last night." Like, what the fuck?
But you don't have to get with a guy.
Bro, thinking how long did you have to think about this question? Eh?
Oh yeah, I like that one. This is a good one. All right, what about this one? Is more makeup or less makeup or no makeup better?
Less makeup.
Yeah, less makeup the better.
Less
I reckon
makeup.
No makeup's gone.
What is undefeated is just mascara.
Yeah,
Mascara is
That's
all a
actually-
chick needs.
That's actually fair.
I don't even know like
100%.
what makeup product does what. Eh?
Like chicks look,
Mascara's the one that makes your eyelashes look a bit longer and
yeah,
puts black on it.
Chicks look fine without mascara, but when like a lady has mascara on when she goes out, it like does accentuate like their eyes. I
Yeah.
reckon, and like
Yeah.
I don't know. That's
I'm a
big
big
eye
believer
guy.
in like
Big
what
eye
you've
guy.
been given's what you got. Like you
gotta
know,
rock
I
it.
know I'm pretty fucking ugly, but you wouldn't catch me like wearing shit.
I understand it as well. Like if you're wearing a cake full of face full of makeup, like you
Yeah.
might be a little bit insecure, and you got to like
Yeah.
do what you got to do.
Yeah.
But I can tell you from a male's perspective,
Less
and I'm sure
less.
the boys would agree with me. Less is definitely better.
If you can go no makeup, like that's obviously sick.
But
But,
if-
less makeup still looks good. Like you might as well dress up if you want
Yeah,
to.
if I was a chick and I looked like me, I'd 100% wear a cake all the day.
Yeah.
You'd eat the cake all day. That's about it.
It'll save you more money in the future and more time. And if you get sweaty, you don't have fucking.
And then like if someone like finds you attractive like for who you actually are, like that's the best way.
It's
about it.
so weird that blokes like naturally just have to just wear no makeup. It's not really like a thing.
Yeah, I got,
You've experimented it with a couple times.
Yeah, my drag shows. But like you just deal with the cards you've been dealt.
yeah, you just try
And
to
you just
check
rock
in,
it.
check in early before chicks care about
Yeah.
what blokes look like. Eh, like me.
Yeah.
Imagine if chicks did that more. I reckon it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I reckon we should start pushing this. Ladies, do it. What about this one?
Yeah,
Who, should,
everyone will listen now, eh?
who do you believe should pay for the first date?
The chick every time, every day.
Unless you're the chick for
bro,
a day.
I get sugar mummy day, to be honest with you. Like, I've always got sugar mummy too. Like, Courtney's always paid for shit for me, eh?
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
100%. Like, even, it got to a point in school, like, I'm better now, obviously, but like, oh, am I? I'm not too sure. But she'd always like, even when we go out, sometimes she'll like give me a card, then I'll tap her card on it. So like, people think that I'm paying for it.
Really?
Dude, Courtney's a G. She
Wow.
won't even care about it either.
Corny is a G.
In,
That's
my,
actually-
in my relationship, it's pretty 50-50, but I feel like definitely the first time. So, for example, if I went on a date with someone and I thought they were an absolute cow, there would be no chance I'd be paying for them.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if I had a good time, I would. Like,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
first time, and the rest of the time, I want it to be 50-50.
Yeah, 50-50 is a good rule. I just
reckon-
like shit being bought for me too.
I reckon first date, I would pay just to
Yeah.
be nice, just to make him like, just manipulate them a little bit. Just make them think I'm a really good dude. No, and then I reckon in a relationship, it's going to be like, I reckon 50-50. I think whoever maybe like asked to do it, like if they come up with the idea, go out, like it's always nice
Yeah.
to maybe
Yes.
pay for dinner. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, if you ask, oh, let's go get sushi, pay for their sushi. Or
Great date choice.
do
by the
that,
way.
yeah.
Wait,
Love a bit
all
of
I'm saying though,
sushi,
like,
eh?
if I'm
You are
going,
so hot when you talk about this shit. Like,
if I go on a
Wait, can we go back to that question? What would I do if I was a girl for a day? I would bounce on Coxie's dick.
oh my god.
Wait, no more Sunday episodes.
No, honestly, can we turn you into a girl for a day, please?
No, but like, I reckon if you go on the date with the devil, like, yeah, she's paying, and best believe I'm going to get her to get me an Uber home. All right?
What about this one? What's the most attractive feature of a girl? So at the moment, feature to look at. For me personally,
Everyone's going to be like, oh, Iraq.
no. No, just chill, man.
Chill.
I'm eyes and teeth. Eyes and teeth really get me.
I'm hair and skin.
Blondes.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I'm
Hair
just-
and skin.
yeah.
No, but as in like the way they wear their hair.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just hair, eh? Like,
Yeah, you are a bit of hair, eh?
like, obviously, like, yeah, like pretty, but like just hair. Just hair. Black hair, pretty much.
So anything with hair.
I don't care.
yeah, it's pretty wide.
Do you have you like brown hair, right? Like dark
No,
hair?
black hair.
Black hair.
Yeah.
Fair enough. See, I don't have a preference for hair.
Really? But I reckon black hair is just so hot, eh?
Really?
Yeah, I don't like, even like, obviously everyone like us going for the blondes and shit, but like,
Yeah.
dude, blacks, they do it different.
Once you go black, you don't go back.
Yeah, legit. I'll never go back.
So that's feature. And what's the most attractive thing about a girl?
The personality.
Yeah, good answer. Personality too.
All right, and cut. All right. So, nah, personality for sure. Like we all hang around people like the girls in our lives. They like all have the most gun personality.
Yeah.
I reckon to nail it down, the way they carry themselves in public.
Yeah, that's a massive.
Like the way they dress, the way they speak to your parents, the way they speak to your mates.
Yeah, the way they interact with people. That's
is
massive.
the big one for me. Well, I suppose it's sort of the same as personality, but
Yeah, I reckon personality, someone who can throw chat.
Yeah.
I reckon banter's like my love
Yeah,
language.
it's so good.
Yeah.
Someone who can bully the fuck out of me, but then you still love him at the
then
end of
also
the day,
give me a head massage.
Yeah.
That sort
Yeah.
of vibe.
Yeah. Oh my god, bro.
Where are you going with that?
No,
Next one.
You're a sick fuck.
All right. Someone said, how do you feel about periods?
Wait, they're a money-making scheme. They're a money-making scheme. They sell tampons and shit to make money, all right? It's fake.
No, I reckon... Well, obviously, fucking periods are normal. Like,
Yeah. What are they going to just say? Like, no, I don't want one this
Yeah,
time.
no, I'm
They
not
can't
bleeding.
turn them off.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Is it like, you're not like bored and you choose like, I want periods.
Yeah.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's sort of a little bit of a hard question to answer.
I don't know. I feel like if anyone's actually against periods, that
They've
Like,
got
what
a
the
lot
fuck's
going.
wrong
If
with
you're
you?
against periods, that you're like, you don't understand the world.
Maybe she's sort of taking the angle that is it like normal for your boyfriend to avoid you when you have your period?
No, it's a
like attitude
yeah,
wise
like-
or
yeah.
other ways.
But like, if you're a boyfriend and like maybe your partner gets like a bit angry when she's on a period, like it's something you got to cop.
It's something you just got to understand.
Yeah.
Right?
Like you're not always going to be the nicest bloke in the world,
yeah.
unless you're like me. But
And if he's avoiding you, then he's probably not.
yeah,
the one.
that's pretty fucked up. If you're getting avoided like when you're getting your period, like that's fucking
Yeah.
terrible.
They literally can't control it.
Yeah,
So
like-
like it's just
Yeah,
It's
that's
literally
terrible.
normal.
yeah.
Like,
It's like farting.
Yeah,
Anyway,
and
girls don't
farting's,
fart.
farting's alright.
All right. Do you mind if your girlfriend has a lot of guy friends? Me personally, I reckon that's a massive green flag.
Yeah. But like,
Guy
I
friends?
find that chicks that hang around guys heaps,
Or it is better.
like they're the ones with the good chat.
Yeah.
They're the ones that know how to like conduct themselves well, and like
I reckon if they've grown up with guy friends, it's normal.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. But if their primary friend group is just guy friends, you sort of got to be like a little bit careful.
yeah, I feel like it's just depending on like how much like obviously you got to put trust in someone in a relationship,
Yeah.
and like if you trust them enough, it's not
Yeah.
going to matter.
No, obviously if it's a little bit like where you got to think, oh, is it actually genuine or not? Then it's shit.
Yeah,
But if it's like actually just genuine friends, I reckon
Yeah.
it's so
And
much
you can
better.
you can tell straight away as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean when you got to be careful of it?
Yeah, like because
Oh,
there
if you
are
go
a
like-
lot of blokes out there that their
Yeah.
sole intention is to
I feel like 90% of blokes the way they think
Yes.
is for more than just friendships.
exactly.
men are
Which is-
pigs, man.
Yeah, men are pigs. We've said it 1,000 times. We'll say it 1,000 more. What about this one? Can you forgive someone for cheating?
No,
Nah.
It's one of those,
can't
it's
even
one of those things.
You can't even. I would not forgive my partner if she kissed another bloke out and claimed
Yeah.
it to be a mistake. I would not forgive him.
You could
Yeah, that's once you cross that bridge, it's like you can't turn the fuck.
you
around.
can get over it. You can heal from it, but you couldn't forgive him for doing it. I reckon.
No
Like,
way.
Yeah,
no
all your
chance.
trust would go out the window.
And that's for anything. Like you can't. If you're in a relationship, you can't cheat.
Yeah, 100%.
That's
if,
just-
if you're gonna cheat, don't be in a fucking relationship.
Yeah.
That's a massive breach of trust, firstly, and it also shows that they didn't value you enough at the time to not do that.
Yeah.
Which is a problem because it's not like when you're in a relationship, your value to them grows
Yeah.
even more and more and more. It's like it should be immediate almost. Like it's like a respect thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as soon
Well
as
put.
that's done, your relationship will never be the same
No.
ever again.
Yeah.
Because you never have that same trust.
And a lot of like blokes in particular who have been cheated on, they carry trust issues for the remainder of their life.
Well,
I'm
and
sure
girls
girls are the
too.
same. I
Yeah.
can't speak on their behalf, but like
Yeah.
it's a that shit fucks someone up.
Yeah. Well, I guess like trust in relationships like the biggest part about being in a relationship.
Yeah.
You could be an absolute piece of shit or carry that. Just break up with them first at least. Even though it's pretty harsh to break up with someone, then sleep with someone straight after. But I guess it's still better than cheating.
Yeah, 100%.
Anything's better than cheating.
Yeah.
But it's cowardly. Like if you want to do something with someone else, do it, but at least end things first before you do.
Being an arsonist's better than cheating.
My mother has always said it's a coward's way out to do that.
Yeah, I'd agree. Your mother's a very smart woman as
smartest
well.
woman I know.
Yeah.
My mother would also castrate me if I ever did anything like that.
All right, and then the last one here. Is it worse to be left on read or delivered?
Bro, delivered.
Delivered.
Delivered like literally screams like I don't even have the time of day to like
Yeah.
open something.
Yeah.
Like read
you mean nothing to me.
It's like they're literally in front of you, just punching you in the guts every time you forget about what's going on.
It's like I've got that many options that you're just not even there.
Yeah,
my life's that busy that you're
Z.
just so minuscule.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
And if you're getting like grey fucking sends on Snapchat,
Yeah, oh, that's fucked up.
That's probably on you though.
then uninstall the app.
Yeah, but being left on red, you know where you stand. I feel like
Agreed. Yeah.
because you know that they're either you done something wrong or they're just completely not feeling it.
They're just not interested,
Yeah.
which
And
is
then
fine. Like
it's
it's
the
gonna
same thing.
fucking happen.
Yeah.
Whereas red, they just delivered. Sorry, they just don't give a fuck.
Delivered like literally screams. If they saw you from a distance in public, they'd turn around, walk 40 blocks over just to not see you. Whereas red's like they walk past you and go, oh, he texted me.
Yeah,
It's like, but delivered's like, oh nah.
red's a bit more salty, isn't it? Like it's a little bit more honest.
But some people are just shocking with texting me.
yeah,
Like
I'm
some-
shocked. I'm personally
Yeah.
shocking with text.
But I just like if someone leaves me on red and I know they like didn't mean to, I just call them out on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was pretty bad for that at a stage, just like with everyone. Like,
Yeah, I didn't realize.
I'm pretty bad with leaving people undelivered, but I don't mean it in that sort of way. Sorry if I've done that to anyone listening.
but if you're talking with someone with the intention of like
sleeping.
going further with things, I reckon red's definitely a way better way to go out.
Yeah, it's a
And
good
if-
way because you know where you are.
And if someone's made it keen or made it obvious that they're keen on you, leave them on red. Don't leave them on delivered because that's like if you're half swiping them on Snapchat.
Yeah, that shit's enough to like break someone's soul.
Yeah, literally.
Like, I've seen it happen to one of my mates, and like that's like.
Who? Why are you looking at me?
No, it's not. It's
Why are you
not. No,
looking
it's
at
actually
me?
not you. But it's just like how that fucked him up. Like it's not a big thing, but like it's just better. Like if you got half a soul,
It's soul crushing.
so
Yeah.
but like, even if like you like leaving on red, like it's like the bottom line. You can just tell them like, hey, I'm not really into you like that.
Yeah.
But, like leaving someone delivered, like and being a prick about it, like grow up, dude.
Yeah. Anyway, that's it for that topic. So if you guys enjoyed that, let us know. We'll do more of that more often. And that's it.
We're so switched on, man.
We're so switched.
We have our morals intact.
Yeah.
All right, oi.
All right, let's
I
start
lied on
recording.
every
Let's let-
single fucking answer.
Yeah,
man.
oi.
Nah.
Oh, cheating's acceptable.
All right, unfortunately, we've come to the end of what's been truly an hour of fucking power.
Yeah,
That was fucking
that was-
awesome.
that
I've
was
been
really
cooking
good.
all weekend.
A little bit short of an hour, but still power.
It would have felt like an hour, no doubt.
Longer than that, maybe.
100%. Yeah, as we said earlier, if you enjoyed the potty, put it on your story, rate us 5 stars, get around it, and let us know what you want to hear next time, because those were 2 different topics.
Yeah.
I think they were good, though. I
Yeah, I
like it.
reckon they were good topics.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you fucking want to hear something, send us an inbox on Instagram.
Yeah, and hit up that hotline as well if you got a story or you got a question. Even if you have a question, like, for example, those girl questions that we had earlier, any ladies, if you have anything like that, ask it in a voicemail, and then we
Men
can
too,
answer
yeah.
it. Yeah. So instead of hitting up our DMs, just give us a call, leave a voicemail.
And like always, we've got our LFI, learning from incidents. My one is raise your words, not your voice. It is rain that grows flowers, not thunder.
That's beautiful.
That is
You said it
fucking
again,
beautiful.
sorry.
Raise your words, not your voice. It is rain that grows flower, not thunder.
That's
Nice.
beautiful.
What's that mean to you?
It means, the way I interpret it, I'm not sure if this is the actual meaning, is instead of speaking the loudest, speak in a tone, in a way that comes across better than just screaming, being the loudest in the
Yeah,
room.
it's like Being smooth with your words, like a bit of a Risman, if you will. It's gonna be.
That was so fucking gross.
It's gonna be better than screaming
How
at a
did
chick.
you relate that to Riz?
No, it sort of is.
Yeah, it's going
fair
around.
enough,
Mate. What did that mean to you, Coxie? Because I know you have a good take on it.
Wait, honestly, I've had such a big weekend, I can't even comprehend what you just said.
Coxie-
That's why I asked
Coxie
you.
thought it was about gardening. That's what he
Oh yeah, I actually got none of that. That's why I was like, wait, what's it mean to you? Try and explain it.
Guess where I saw it as well?
Where?
Instagram Reels.
Oh really? Yeah. No, that was a nice one. Thank you for that.
Right, and I got the song of the week. It is "How It Feels" by Barry Can't Swim. We don't know why Barry can't swim either. I don't think many people know.
Who the fuck's Barry?
Well, when Barry comes on the podcast in a couple of weeks, he'll be able to answer that one.
Yeah, song of the week playlist. Go hit it up. But
It's so
for-
vibey, man.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Thank you.